Right guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a blessed day, blessed evening even. I'm not doing a word right now. Just a general catch-up video, I guess. Don't think I'll do a word anyway. I feel too tired, so I won't do a word. Just a general catch-up video. What have I done today? I had something to eat. I had pepperoni pasta from Iceland. I know some people turn their nose up at that. Some people be like, Iceland, oh God, how can you? But like to me, like it doesn't really matter. I'm not too fussed about food. You know what I mean? I know it's probably some of it's processed, etc. But at the end of the day, it's stress is a bigger killer than I think processed food. Do you know what I mean? As long as you get a balanced diet, do you know what I mean? As long as you don't overdo anything, then I think you'll be alright. Do you know what I mean? I certainly feel healthy enough with the diet I eat. I don't feel rough. I exercise, like I was shadow boxing earlier. I exercise. I look after myself. I drink milk. I have fruit juice. I have squash. Do you know what I mean? With my diet that I have, I don't feel like I might shop at Iceland, but I don't feel like I'm at a deficit. I don't feel rough. I don't feel bad. I feel fine. I feel perfectly healthy on the whole. So yeah, people are turning their nose up. Stress is an even bigger killer. So do you know what I mean? It's not all about the food you eat. Do you know what I mean? There's many factors in life. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Also, what else did I want to say? Yeah, what I've done today, just done a few videos on YouTube, done my assessment for my course, as I said in a previous video. Watched a bit of TV as well. Watched a bit of TV. Watched a bit of the news. Just talking about general stuff. About the US. What were they doing? Deporting people to El Salvador and talking about the British Steel. Well, yeah, talking about British Steel, the company, and China and stuff like that. I don't really pay. I can't really give you an in-depth, do you know what I mean, discussion on it because I don't follow the news. I watch it occasionally when I can be bothered, when I got time, which is very rarely. Do you know what I mean? So I don't really watch it generally. It's good to know what's going on. I think it is. It is good to know what's going on, to have an idea what's going on. But I find that the world's just so dark that I don't want to really see what's going on all the time. Do you know what I mean? Because it depresses you. It affects you. Do you know what I mean? But it's good to know what's going on at the same time, because even if it is dark, it's reality. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to know what's going on. But I couldn't tell you what's going on with these stories like the British Steel and the El Salvador prisoners, etc., that are being deported and stuff like that, or whatever it is, like from the US to El Salvador or whatever it is. I don't really know because I've only just noticed it today on the news. Like I said, I don't watch the news generally, but I've been getting a bit more into TV again lately, watching it a bit more than what I did in the past. Just seems like with the British Steel thing, it just seems like think they had Ian Duncan Smith on the news, and he was like basically saying China's a threat and to the UK and an enemy, looking at it, well, kind of saying a threat, like, do you know what I mean? A threat to the UK kind of thing. So the government want to take over. Don't want Chinese companies like China being in charge of British companies. I think that's what he was saying. So yeah, it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good for British and Chinese relations. This current British Steel thing. Hopefully they can find some common ground in the future in some way. But I know things have been a bit iffy for a while between the UK and China, but because of Russia and everything. So um, but hopefully we can keep the keep the peace. But I believe God's in control of everything. Do you know what I mean? People sound crazy for thinking like that, but I try not to watch the news too much because do you know what I mean? Like I say, it's very dark. The world's very dark. It can get to you if you listen to it too much, I think. But it's the truth at the same time. But it's like I believe God's ultimately in control. He knows everything about everyone and everything and every potential outcome, and His justice will prevail. Do you know what I mean? Ultimately, over every living thing. So this is what I believe. So call me crazy, call me a crackpot, call me whatever you want to call me, but this is my belief. So this is what I believe. I've learnt in my life divine justice is very real. Do you know what I mean? Some people may not think it is, but I've learnt it is. So yeah. But yeah, besides that, I've just watched a bit of Denise Van Outen program. Like she was wine tasting where like wine tasting and smoothie tasting where like there was kind of like smoothies and whatever color it was like a psychological experiment. It's like whatever color it is you associate with a certain fruit, but really it's just food colouring in there. That's what like they're done. Like they put food colouring in there, and people tested people to see what fruit they thought that was in there through tasting it, and the colour really affected what they thought. Like people were saying yellow, yellow banana and mango, and red strawberry, etc. Plum, grape. Yeah, green apple. Do you know what I mean? Like people were picking based on the color, kind of thing. And yeah, and she's doing some shopping in white. I think it was Waitrose as well. And look, this is just the little bit I saw of the program. Like something to do with some cakes in Waitrose, like chocolate, some sort of chocolate cake, new chocolate cake, new. It's kind of like an exclusive. Something that I think it's something they haven't brought out yet that they're going to bring out. Some sort of chocolate cake. I think it was 175. It costs, so it sounds quite expensive, but really it's not too bad. That's not too bad for a chocolate cake from Waitrose. You expect Waitrose to be expensive, do you know what I mean? So I didn't think it was that bad personally. But yeah, they look nice. They look nice. And what else? Cheese being dipped in champagne and stuff like that. Like all the posh foods. Showing all the posh foods in Waitrose. Cheese dipped in champagne. So yeah, it's nice if you can afford it. Personally, I won't be shopping in Waitrose. But you never know in life. Do you know what I mean? You can never say never in life. But right now, I'm sticking to Iceland. Right now, Iceland's wearing hats. So yeah, like it is for a lot of people. So yeah, but yeah, guys, that's all I want to say. Just a quick check-in video with you guys. Just to say hello and let you know what I've been up to, basically. But yeah, I'll try and do a word for you guys probably tomorrow. I've got a computer science lesson tomorrow, but I should be able to do some YouTube videos as well, like especially scriptural YouTube videos. That's my plan. That's what I want to do. What I want to do for you guys, get you learning the Bible. So yeah, and I'll learn it as I go through it as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's good for me as well. It helps me learn it. So it's all good. But you don't need to know. It helps knowing the Bible off by heart. Look, it helps knowing. It helps read. Well, you never know it off by heart, but you know what I mean. It helps. Well, most people don't anyway, but it helps reading the Bible all the way through because it gives you an idea of what's what, God's laws, etc. But yeah, like the Old Testament and the New Testament, but yeah, God's Holy Spirit is always around us, guiding us, leading us, like through people. I believe the angels or God's Spirit is always there. Do you know what I mean? Around us. So yeah, we're always getting guided one way or the other. Even when things look bad in life, there's always you always come out the other side, kind of thing. Eventually, this is what I've come to learn in life. Do you know what I mean? One way or the other. Do you know what I mean? You do. If you don't give up. Do you know what I mean? So. Yeah, but it's not easy. Life's really hard at times. You know what I mean? It can be incredibly hard, and at times it can be unbearable. Do you know what I mean? At times it doesn't make sense. Like the stuff people go through in life just doesn't make sense. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's horrific sometimes. It really is. I don't know why God lets people go through that stuff. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. But I guess it's all leading them to where they need to be eventually. Do you know what I mean? But you can't make sense of it. You don't know why bad stuff happens to good people, and I don't understand that. Do you know what I mean? It's what can you do? But I still believe in God because I've seen Him work in my own life, and I've felt His presence, and I've been led by Him, and I still feel like I'm being led by Him. So I can't understand everything. I can't articulate everything to other people. I can't make other people believe. I can't say why bad things happen in the world because I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I know it's a sin of man, but I don't know why bad things happen to good people sometimes. But but yeah, I still believe. Do you know what I mean? Still can't help but believe because I've seen the Lord work in my own life, so I know He's real. But I don't have all the answers. Do you know what I mean? I wish I did. I wish I could. I wish I could guide people. I wish I could. Do you know what I mean? Make people see what I see, but not everything. I don't understand everything. Don't get me wrong. I don't understand everything. But I know the Lord's worked in my life, and He continues to work in my life. So I put my trust in Him, and His greater plan, and that's it. We move forward. We carry on. We do our best. Do you know what I mean? So that's it, really. That's another thing I've seen on the news, guys. Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, and a NASA scientist and one of Oprah Winfrey's friends. They all went to space in one of Jeff Bezos's rockets. It's interesting, do you know what I mean? It's never gonna, it's never gonna apply to the majority of people, but I think why shouldn't we go to other planets? Why shouldn't we go to space? Do you know what I mean? I know it's really expensive and everything, but do you know what I mean? We should venture. We should try and. I think we should. Do you know what I mean? It's just mankind's progression. Do you know what I mean? I think we done that before in the beginning. That's why there's like stuff that can't be explained, like the pyramids and like the gods and stuff like that. Stuff that can't be explained. I believe we've been to space. I believe they're up there. Do you know what I mean? I believe there are aliens. I believe there's all sorts of things. If you were God, would you create one life form? I wouldn't personally. I'd create a few and see how they behave. Do you know what I mean? And judge more than one life form. That's what I'd do if I was God. If I was the greatest force in the universe, in all the universes, that's what I'd do. I'd create more than one life force, more than one life form. So yeah, I think it's great that they're trying to venture to other planets. It's expensive. Would say the money could go on other things. Yeah, but it's like it's human progression. Do you know what I mean? Don't forget these people like Jeff Bezos. They've worked so hard. Do you know what I mean? They haven't had anything come like just be handed to them. Do you know what I mean? They've put in the graft, and you can't. The results speak for themselves. Do you know what I mean? You can't hate on people for like being successful. Do you know what I mean? Well, you can. Some people do, but I don't personally. I hate. Don't get me wrong. Some people I kind of do because they've done it the wrong way, but it's. Well, not everybody has, do you know what I mean? And how do you know if they've done it the right way or the wrong way? No one knows, do you know what I mean? Only those people know and those closest to them, do you know what I mean? So it's like, give credit where it's due, do you know what I mean? Sometimes people do it the right way, believe it or not. Some of the richest people in the world have done it the right way. They're not all bad, do you know what I mean? I don't believe they are. Some are, some aren't, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think we should venture to other planets. We should try and push the boundaries of what's possible. Why not? Do you know what I mean? Be amazing to go to space. Do you know what I mean? I'd be scared something could go wrong, but at the same time, it'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's all I want to say, guys. Anyway, I'll leave it there because the video is going on for a while. So. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you all. Love you all. Keeping you on my prayers. Wishing you the best. Take care. God bless. Much love. And I'll be back soon. Take it, guys. Bye. Love you all.